What's new in education? Well, BBC News have shared a survey suggesting that a third of teachers have reported misogyny among pupils in the first week of April. Following the recent release of Adolescence, toxic masculinity and the dangerous implications of anti-feminist views have been a hot topic in the media. So what's happening now? Well, the BBC asked 6,000 secondary teachers about their experiences of misogyny in the classroom using the survey tool TeacherTapp. Shockingly, approximately 40% of teachers who responded said they didn't feel equipped to handle misogynistic behaviours, which is a concern in itself. If our educators are struggling to cope with these behaviours, what message does that send to young people? Back in August 2024, the government focused on cracking down on people pushing harmful and hateful beliefs on women. The Home Office announced that extreme misogyny will be treated as a form of extremism under new government plans. However, misogyny is clearly still an issue in 2025, potentially due to the manosphere, a network of online male communities against the empowerment of women who promote anti-feminist and sexist beliefs. So what were the results of the BBC survey? Well, here's a summary. More than a third of secondary school teachers said they're aware of at least one incident of misogynistic behaviour from a pupil in the last week. 1 in 10 secondary school teachers said they're aware of more than 3 incidents of misogyny by pupils in the last week. 61% of teachers said they'd seen an increase in misogynistic behaviour amongst pupils since they started teaching. A massive 45% of teachers surveyed said they need more guidance from the government on tackling misogyny. And finally, 40% of teachers surveyed weren't aware of what the current government guidance is on tackling misogyny. So more needs to be done. Clearly, schools need more government guidance and support to tackle such a large issue in today's world. This is a topic that can no longer be pushed aside. You may have heard Everyone's Invited. They raise awareness of prevalence of rape culture in educational institutions. If you haven't heard of it, it's something you need to know about. They've created a list named Rape Culture Starts in Primary Schools. It contains 1,664 schools that have been submitted anonymously onto their website by survivors of sexual abuse during their time at primary school. This is available on their website and is linked in our description below. It's an eye-opening list, to say the least. So how can we educate our young people? There have been different ideas of how to teach young people about equality and how to stay safe online. After the release of Adolescence, there have been calls for the series to be shown in schools to teach young people about how the internet can influence views and even lead to tragic consequences. Now, there have been mixed opinions on showing Adolescence in schools, with some people very supportive, suggesting that the hard-hitting show is a great lesson to young people and will highlight the dangers of the online world. However, not everyone agrees it should be shown in schools, with people believing it's more important for parents and educators to watch the show than for children themselves. But we want to hear from you. Are you for or against showing Adolescence in schools? It's clearly a topic that needs to be discussed, but how do you think the awareness of toxic masculinity should be taught in schools? Let's start a conversation. Write your thoughts in the comments section below.